Let's go back in time to 2013, time when Ninjago was at its peak, Season 2 and all this hype around the final battle. Now, I started watching Ninjago a little bit later, but all the kids at school were so obsessed with this show. Anyways, the opinions on the last episode of this season vary from good to bad. Some people may not like it, but I'm sure everyone was so excited when we saw this.
Lloyd! What happened?
After Lloyd defeated the Overlord, Garmadon turned human again and wasn't evil anymore. It's honestly one of the best and most interesting things in the show for me. I loved seeing him on screen in Rebooted and Tournament of Elements. Then he disappeared and I thought we would never see him again. So when Season 8 came out, I had my hopes. He was one of my favorite characters, but sadly, his resurrection ruined everything. Before we start, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get straight into it. I'm not a huge fan of Season 3 for some reason, but what I absolutely loved about it was Sensei Garmadon. Seeing the ninja have a new teacher brought something fresh to the show. His teachings were really cool, and I liked the art of the silent fist, for example. It's something Master Wu didn't and wouldn't teach them. His relationship with Lloyd was also fun to watch. I liked to see them getting along and how Garmadon tried to keep Lloyd safe, as well as teach him new abilities like moving rocks with his willpower. The new sensei swore to never fight again, and at first he stuck to this promise, which I really respect. He broke it when he had no choice but to protect his son. He said that when it comes to Lloyd, he doesn't care about any rules. That just shows that he was a very responsible person. His dynamics with Wu is also interesting. Through the entire season they have a great relationship. Garmadon was able to replace his brother when he turned evil. In the final episode, they also worked together trying to shrink the Overlord.
Brother, do you remember when both of us were on the same team?
Right, brother. On the playground when we were kids. Temple Gate Tigers.
I threw a mean curveball, and your stick could thread the needle. We never lost.
Then the greatest season ever came out, at least for me, but I know that for many people as well. Everything about Season 4 was great, but Sensei Garmadon was literally a masterpiece. The first episode already shows what a great father he is. He didn't let Lloyd go alone to chase the island. He went there too, wanting to take care of him. Throughout the battles, he kept a close eye on everyone, knowing that Chen will want to get rid of the Green Ninja as soon as possible. Garmadon didn't let that happen. He was always there for the ninja, helping them and giving advice. He was the wisest person among all the characters in the season, even wiser than Wu, I must say. Another great thing was his backstory. In episode Spellbound, he told Lloyd a lot about the Serpentine War. He used to be Master Chen's student, and that's where he got his Lord title from. After he signed the letter to Misako that was originally written by Wu, he joined his brother. He realized Chen didn't want peace and fought against him. His stories were seriously interesting, and we got to learn about his past, youth of the greatest Ninjago character. Let's skip a few episodes and go to the Corridor of Elders, a very emotional one. Since Chen managed to turn himself and his army into a Kondrai, the ninja and Ninjago citizens didn't have a chance against them. They were stronger and faster. Knowing that, Garmadon found the solution. Their only option was to banish him into the Coast Realm. For me, that was one of the best season finals in the show. These flashbacks of Lloyd and the end of the greatest character that was honored with a statue. That's it. The history of a great and smart sensei and protective father came to an end with an emotional farewell, from pure evil to a hero who saved the world. Time skip to 2017, Season 8 called Sons of Garmadon. A very promising title. What's with these sons? Does he have more children? Will our beloved sensei come back? In this season, Harumi was the main villain. A girl who lost her parents because of the Great Devourer and blamed Lloyd for that. She's been planning her revenge for years. So what's the best way to make the Green Ninja pay for something he had no control over? Bring his father back, but not the one we knew, rather pure evil that has no mercy, and his goal is to hurt his son. Seeing or hearing that on TV, we imagine a monster, someone who has no feelings and just wants to destroy. That's wrong, because the actual Garmadon we got was different. Yes, he did almost kill Lloyd in prison, but then in Season 9, he hesitated and eventually didn't hurt his son. Harumi's plan didn't pay off. Deep inside, Garmadon still has some feelings. Also, she was the actual victim. In Season 10, Garmadon wasn't a villain at all. Instead, he was helping the ninja fight with the Oni, so his evil role came to an end. At the end of the last episode, he leaves the monastery and nobody knows where he goes. Well, we do actually know, because in Crystallized he appears again in the most random way possible. It turns out he was in Ninjago City all this time. He lived in Vinny's apartment, who taught him to be a good person. He even got him a plant Garmadon could take care of. And that plant, called Christopher, became very important to him. You have to admit it's so random and ridiculous. In the past, Garmadon, even when evil, was a very powerful character. As a sensei, he did a great job, especially on Trans Island. Season 4 made him be loved by millions of fans. Corridor of Elders was a perfect farewell and perfect redemption, but they brought him back so he can humiliate himself. He was supposed to be powerful, to be someone who can get rid of the ninja. Instead we got this. It's unforgivable. And what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.